everybody, and welcome to Bazaar Shopping Network, episode number 48. So, if you're a regular watcher of this show, you probably are looking like, why is there no products around? Why is the background so boring? Well, it's because we are hoping, fingers crossed, that technology works today, and we are bringing on two guests. So the Bazaar opened 2.5 years ago, and we have 4 vendors that we lovingly refer to as the Fab Four. And they are Teresa Stone with the Gypsy Gardener, who you met last week. We have Kendall with My Fish Out of Water, Barbara with Creative Hands of Sarasota, and Karen Chandler. So today we are going to introduce Kendall and Barbara if the technology works. So maybe somebody can give me a Facebook comment saying that all is well and that you can hear me, because, you know, technology is not our forte here at the Bazaar. I do want to remind you that we are open this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 3. So let's see. I am going to go in a minute to introduce you to one of the Fab Four. And it is Miss Barbara Winter with Creative Hands of Sarasota. Hey, Barbara, you are on live, I hope. Hi, Debbie, thanks for chiming in. So, Barbara, tell us a little bit about what you have at Creative Hands of Sarasota. I don't know if we can hear you. Hang on one second. Everybody's saying that they can hear me. Can y'all hear Barbara speak? This is Barbara with Creative Hands of Sarasota. There's a little bit of delay in the comments, so I'm going to babble for a few minutes while I wait for somebody to say if you could hear Barbara. She is on and I'm covered with the logo. You can't hear Barb. So Barb, oh, you know what? I just remembered, I am such a dork. I turned your mic off. My bad. Talk now, Barbara, because your mic's on.
All right, I'm on. Okay,
so let's start over. Why don't you tell us what you sell at Creative Hands?
My main interests are vintage items. I love the 50s, 60s, 70s. I like the era. I love the colors, the design, and I love the hunt.
And tell us, how did you get started with your finds?
Oh, my parents. We've been shopping secondhand ever since birth. And my father and I went shopping every Saturday for years. And like I said, the hunt is what it's all about for me.
And how did you first hear about the Bazaar?
Oh, I've been lucky enough to know the Alexander family for many years. And I was at Used Stuff, and Judy and Barry used to come and shop there and told me what they were doing. And I was very interested. I had just retired, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to work. But 3 days a week, I thought I'd try it, and I love it.
And here you are. And I'm going to ask Susie to kind of zoom in. Thank you, Susie, for being our camera person today. I am going to ask Susie to zoom in on some of your favorite items.
Well, Fiesta is always on my mind. Once again, the colors. I love the designs.
So Susie's kind of scanning very slowly so the phone isn't wobbly. Those plates are Fiesta ware. What are those blue? Wait, go over to the blue. What are those? Candlesticks? Those are bowls. Move over, Susie.
They're bowls. They're candlesticks. I
So
love
you have so many
ashtrays.
amazing things. Some are great for gifts, some are great for yourself. Look at that owl. So adorable. Susie's doing a very slow walkthrough to show all the different things. There's so
Also,
many hidden treasures within this space. Hey, Susie, can you take us to some of the jewelry without making us dizzy?
yes, shiny objects. That's another problem I have. I'm
Shiny objects is a
obsessed.
good problem to have. So
I,
many different things. I mean, and truly, Barbara is bringing in new things. I mean, every day, every week, all the time. It's crazy. So I am going to thank you for joining us today. I am going to turn off your mic while we go to a commercial break. So while I do a commercial break to get Kendall set up for the next segment, I do want to share a story. I shared it last week about the history of the bazaar. And my mom was really mad that I showed this picture, but guess what? How cute is this picture? That is Judy Alexander, the woman who had this vision to create this amazing community here for vendors and artisans to sell their goods in a really wonderful community. My mom actually called me on a Friday and just out of the blue was like, I bought a warehouse. And like any good daughter says, what the? Were you thinking? And I am so glad that she did because she had this vision to create the community, and it truly is a community. We are home to over 25 vendors and artisans that sell clothing and art and collectibles and all sorts of different things. And the reason that we say over 25 vendors, because some of the spaces have multiple artists. For example, the Serendipity group is home to, I believe, 16 different artists in that group that we don't even count that number when we say 25. So that's why we say, fun fact, that's why we say we have over 25 vendors. And it looks like our next guest is almost ready here. I think I babbled long enough. Let's see if I can bring Kendall on. And look at this, I'm gonna remember to turn her mic on. Let me get to the little mic thing. Hi, Kendall. You are live on Bazaar Shopping Network. I hope I can hear you. I can't really hear you that well. Can you say hi again? I am not hearing you. You know, can you hear me okay? I am not sure. Let's go to the Facebook comments. I hope everybody can hear Kendall. I'm going to give it a second to make sure that the sound is connected. Kendall, why don't you say hi one more time and hopefully someone will let us know if the sound is working. Okay, hi Kim. Good to be here today. Love having you. Don't love the delay that we have on the sound.
It's okay.
Oh, my mom says she can hear us, but I think that's an old comment. There
Well, I
might
can hear you.
be an echo. Kendall, talk again.
Okay, well, I've been here since the very beginning. I heard about Judy Alexander and her wonderful idea to turn a warehouse into this beautiful indie market with 25 different vendors and artisans. And I'm so proud that I have been here that long, and it's just my happy place.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
People are saying you're a little muffled and it's breaking up. Y'all, technology, man. Her mic's on. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on again.
Okay.
So we're going to still focus on Kendall. Susie, if you don't mind just holding the camera at Kendall, because I love hearing the story about how she got started. And she's a former teacher, now a professional artist. And I love hearing the story about how she started. So Kendall, why don't you share the story of how you got into My Fish Out of Water?
Okay, well, being retired, I suddenly had all this time on my hands. And when you're a retired teacher, you're not used to having time. So I went back to a first love. I started dabbling just in painting. I have done some oil prints and or paintings. Well, I bought a property that had an old fish hanging on the wall. And I thought that is just too ugly, but it was a very cool fish. So one day I just took it down and I started painting it. And that grouper up there is my end result. And everybody really liked it. So I just started looking for fish that have been taxidermed. Sounds nicer than saying dead fish, but they're fish that have been professionally stuffed and arranged. And so now I do things like yesterday I got this guy in the mail who is very ugly right now. He's even missing an eye. But watch for future attractions because I'm going to really give him a beautiful redo.
I do love when we do the before and afters. And you don't really have professional training as an artist, or do you?
I just have a love for it, and I'm certified in art. I could teach art if I was still teaching. I have a lot of art history in my background, but no, this is really the first time I've ever created and sold my art. So this is
And
new
we
for
love
me.
having you. And as a University of Florida alumni, I am going to ask Susie to
Oh,
pan
both.
in on Go Gators. You want to show off
Uh,
your collegiate items?
yes, because of the gators and my brother hates them so much, I got a hold of some alligators and paint them to look ready for football for the Gator team, and I got a lot of grief about it. So I also made some puffer fish that are FSU. These are all real. And then I have one that could go Bucks or Georgia Bulldogs. But I have several of these. I have Green Bay Packers and various teams, and can do them customized, of course.
And your
And the
price point on those are they $20?
25 for the college ones, the painted special college ones with their insignias on them, but my other puffers are 20.
So those make great gifts. You can also use them as Christmas ornaments, which is really fun.
Yes, I do my whole tree with little puffer fish on it every year.
And is there anything else you wanted to show today that really inspires you or
Well,
makes you
let's
extra
show the
happy?
sailfish. Well, I love to get a hold of a big fish. They're very hard to come by. So this is one sailfish I did in the Van Gogh Starry Night motif, if you will. So I'm always looking for fish. If anybody has an ugly one that they'd like to redo or repair, please bring it down to the bazaar. I have a barracuda. This is a Jack Crevalle. I have a little shark, reef shark. And then I do some things that are not real, of course, just for fun, keep me busy.
And I love all your use of bright colors, and it's truly so unique and so different. So
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for joining our episode today of Bazaar Shopping Network. I am
Thanks.
going to turn off your mic now, so wave goodbye. So those were two of our Fab Four vendors that have been part of the Bazaar family since the very beginning, 2.5 years ago. We are so grateful for them. We're grateful for your support. Thank you for bearing with us during our technical difficulties. We will get better. You know, it's weird. We practiced a little bit yesterday with the technology. It was flawless and perfect. And then here we are, you go live and you run into issues. But guess what, folks? We are not the Real Home Shopping Network, so we're allowed to have technical difficulties because it wouldn't be a Bazaar Shopping Network if it was perfect, right? That's who we are. We are an imperfect community of artisans and vendors and just people that love to have fun. So come down, see us. You can also shop with us online. We do have our e-commerce website at bazaaronapricotandlime.com/shop. shop. We have lots of special events coming up. If you don't get our emails, be sure to sign up to get our weekly emails. Today's email went out this morning and my mom responded, "Oh my gosh, I'm tired looking at all that." Yeah. And she meant it in a good way because she knows we're going to be busy doing so many things because we have so much going on. We're always trying to give you just another reason to come visit us, just in case meeting Kendall and Barbara in person isn't enough, but it totally is. So come down, see us. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 48 of Bazaar Shopping Network, featuring 2 of the Fab Four.